Hey friends, welcome to this brand new video dedicated to Garten of Banban 8. Today we have some super fresh and exciting news coming directly from the developers. In fact, on the official Discord server, new messages have been released that give us more clues about what will happen in this chapter. And not only that, because together with these messages, brand new official images have also been published showing for the very first time Flambo, the new main mascot of chapter 8. In this video, I will show you everything in detail. We will analyze the developers' messages, look at the images together. Believe me, these updates are really important because they make us realize that Chapter 8 will be one of the biggest and scariest ever. But before we start, I ask you for a favor. If you are a fan of Garten of Banban and you don't want to miss the next updates, theories, and all the news that will be released, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a big like on this video. It really helps the channel grow and supports me in bringing new content for you. So guys, get ready because today we are diving into the heart of the new official information about Garten of Banban 8. Stay until the end because there are details that could completely change the way we imagine the story and the role of the mascots. Now let's get started right away with the very first official developer message published on Discord. Before we begin, I wanted to thank Leo Gaming for joining the membership. Thank you so much for all your support. So let's start with the first official message posted by Faris on Discord. This message is about a very important aspect that is often underestimated in horror games, the voice acting. Faris actually talked about the voices of the game, revealing new information that finally clarifies the situation. As we know, Chapter 8 will be the biggest of the whole saga, and it will be available in multiple languages. Many fans, however, were wondering how the dubbing would be handled. The most common theory was that the developers would use artificial intelligence to translate and generate the voices, just like it already happens in other indie games. Many expected, therefore, a cold and artificial dubbing without emotion. But no, the truth is much more surprising. Faris had already stated in the past that the dubbing in multiple languages would be entrusted to a professional studio. But now, with this new message, he added a fundamental detail. It is not just any studio but real professional actors who will give voice to the characters of Chapter 8. This means that we will not hear voices generated by a computer, but authentic voices, with all the nuances, emotions, and tones that only an actor can deliver. And this is huge news, because it makes the experience much more immersive. Just think how much scarier and more realistic it will be to hear a character screaming, whispering, or speaking in a creepy tone when there is a real actor behind it, instead of a flat and repetitive artificial voice. EUPHORIC brothers want to guarantee the highest quality for Chapter 8, and the use of professional actors is proof that the developers are aiming high. This is a detail that will probably make the difference, because it will allow all players, regardless of their language, to feel the same intense emotions and to immerse themselves even more in the dark and mysterious atmosphere of the game. And if we think about it, this choice is also a direct response to the criticism often aimed at indie games. Many consider them minor products precisely because they have high-level dubbing. But with Chapter 8, the EUPHORIC brothers are proving that they want to raise the bar, taking the game to a higher level. So, this news shows us how much work is happening behind the scenes and how much care is being put into every detail. But be careful, because it doesn't end here. Now let's move on to another very important message, once again written by Faris on Discord, which is about the release date of Chapter 8. As you surely know, the release was originally set for the 21st of August, but then came the official announcement of the postponement to the 28th of August. This means we'll have to wait one more week before playing the new chapter. Many fans immediately wondered why this decision was made. Some started to speculate about different reasons, but finally now we have direct confirmation from Faris himself. In his message, he clearly explained what happened and why they chose to move the date. According to what he said, that extra week is necessary to make sure the game reaches players in the best possible shape. In other words, it's precious time the developers want to use to eliminate potential bugs and glitches that could ruin the experience. A game full of technical issues not only causes frustration, but also risks making the whole adventure less enjoyable. And that's the last thing the developers want, to deliver a negative experience. In my previous videos, we had already theorized that the delay was connected to the desire to improve the stability of Chapter 8. We had said that probably the EUPHORIC brothers didn't want to risk releasing such an anticipated chapter with issues that could have been avoided. And now, thanks to Faris's message, we have official confirmation. Think about it for a moment. How many times does it happen that a game is released too quickly, full of bugs, and then needs countless updates and patches to fix everything? In those cases, players complain, lose trust, and the overall experience gets ruined. Instead, with this decision, the developers are showing that they prefer to take the necessary time rather than risk launching an incomplete or unstable product. And in the end, we're only talking about 7 days. Not a month, not 3 months, just a single week. It's true, for those waiting eagerly every day it may feel long, but if we think about it carefully, it really doesn't change much. 1 week passes quickly, and in return we will get a Chapter 8 that is polished, refined, and ready to be played without problems. Personally, I think this is a very smart choice because it means the developers don't just want to throw out the game, but want to make sure that when we finally get it, the experience will be smooth, immersive, and free from those annoying interruptions that a bug can cause. Now friends, the moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. Let's take a look together at the new official images dedicated to Flambo. These images come directly from the official Japanese Twitter account of the EUPHORIC brothers. As we know, the developers have a profile dedicated exclusively to the Japanese market, and it is there that all the updates regarding official merchandise are published. And among these updates, brand new images have appeared showing the official Flambo plushies. Yes, you heard that right. The Flambo plush in Japan is already finished and is even available for sale. This is a very interesting detail because it means that the EUPHORIC brothers are strongly focusing on this character as the main mascot of Chapter 8. Not only as a figure in the game, but also as a collectible and merchandising icon. Think about it. If a plush is being sold even before the chapter is released, it means the creators are sure that Flambo will have a huge impact on the community. He is not a secondary character, but the core of the entire new adventure. And most likely, right after the release of Chapter 8, the plush will also be available outside of Japan, reaching international markets, just as it already happened in the past with other official products of the saga. But that's not all, because in addition to the plush, there is also an official website dedicated exclusively to Japanese merchandise, a real online showcase where you can find all the available products. And while browsing through the pages of this site, we can also see an official Flambo icon, a small logo that represents him clearly and recognizably. This makes us think that it won't just be the plush representing the character, but that very soon we might see an entire product line dedicated to him. The EUPHORIC brothers are clearly preparing a big launch, and Flambo seems destined to become one of the most loved and recognizable characters of the entire saga. Let's not forget that every time a new Garten of Banban mascot has been introduced, it has always received its own merchandise, but this time they wanted to anticipate things to highlight the importance of Chapter 8. So friends, these images are not just a curiosity, but they give us a clear clue. Flambo will be a central character, not only in Chapter 8, but also in the future strategy of the EUPHORIC brothers. And judging by what we've seen so far, get ready, because this mascot is destined to become a real phenomenon. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. You are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.